It's your boy Hack to the tech to the get that check. It's your boy Hack Technology over here. Know what I mean? What's going on? All my peoples out there. Shout out to everybody watching. You heard? Know what I'm saying? I know I haven't made a video in a few days. I've been, just doing what I do. You know what I mean? Facts. Working on this album, Shady Villains. You know what I mean? Facts. And looking on that album. And working on other stuff too. Writing a book, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just grinding, you know what I mean? Trying to keep my mind focused. Yo, being sober is hard work. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I mean, your boy is almost a month sober. Congratulate me, you heard? Know what I mean? Yes. I mean, I'm about to start hitting the gym. You know what I mean? And see what's ahead. Whatever's ahead, you heard? Facts. Anyway, today I want to talk about Lion Kings and MS-13. MS-13. You know what I mean? Lion Kings and MS-13 really never they had a couple of issues. They had a few issues. I know this one story where MS-13 killed a kid coming home from the PR parade. You know what I mean? Coming home from the PR parade. He was waiting for the bus and MS-13 killed him. And yo, these dudes killed in broad daylight like nothing. You know what I'm saying? MS-13 was a brutal gang, or is a brutal. I don't know if they still out there doing what they do, but they is a brutal gang, bro. Facts. Nah, I never, like, in jail. I mean, in jail, I remember I was locked up with an MS-13 dude, and then the Lion King. I told the story before, and the Lion King and the MS-13 dude were like they were like fighting each other over me. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? They were just like they wanted my friendship or something. Like they were like, you know what I'm saying? Hang out with me. Hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, hang out with me. Hang out with me. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna hang out with none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was chilling with the Latin King, and then this other Spanish kid came through. You know, man, and I started playing chess with him. You know what I'm saying? I started playing chess with him, and then, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, but in that, what I was talking about initially, about the kid that got killed at the coming home from the PR parade. I don't think he was Latin King though. I don't know why they killed him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they killed him because he was another Spanish race. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. You're going to kill somebody just because he's another Spanish race and he's repping, you know what I'm saying, PR. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But I know them dudes they all got locked up. They always get locked up. Like they, yo, you know what? What kills me, you know what I mean, is that all these gangs is just like the mafia. You know what I mean? They kill each other. You know what I mean? They kill each other. Like they kill each other. They betray and kill each other. It's like what happened with Jesus. You know what I mean? When Judas set him up to get killed. That was Jesus' purpose though. That had to happen, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Jesus already knew, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like this demon was gonna roll with us and he had a job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That demon had a job, was to deliver him to the people that were gonna kill him, you know what I mean? And and that's crazy. That still happens to this day. You know what I'm saying? I've been backstabbed and betrayed a few times myself. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna get into that. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about something I was looking at. You know what I mean? I know. King Blame. They asked him on the podcast about the beef between the Land Kings and MS-13, and he said they never really beefed because MS-13 was mostly in the Long Island area. That is true, but they had a lot of activity in Queens. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of activity in Queens, and I'm from Queens, and I know for a fact. You know what I mean? They had a lot of activity in Queens. Matter of fact, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, um, there was this one incident that involved a Latin king. You know what I mean? It was a girl Latin king. Latin king. It was a girl Latin king. And this kid from MS-13, a little kid, 16-year-old kid, you know what I mean? He was like 16. He was involved with a Latin king girl. And I forgot what happened. Let me see. His name was Julio Vasquez. Julio Vasquez of Queens. You know what I'm saying? So he got into this issue. He got into this issue with a Latin king. He received orders to shoot him. You know what I'm saying? To shoot this Latin king, but he never did it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't listen to the order. You know what I mean? They got into an altercation where the Latin king, the girl Latin king was involved with him, and I guess they got into altercation. The Latin king got into a dude from the Latin Kings got into altercation with the MS-13 kid, Julio Vasquez, and he got order from his leader. I think his name was let me see. I forgot his name though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Amador Rios. Amador Rios. You know what I'm saying? Beginning in fall 2016, the CLS clique led by Amador Rios decided to kill John Doe, or low-level MS-13 member who had been violating the clique's rules, including by associating with members of the rival 18th Street gang. Amador Rios ordered Julio Vasquez, also an MS-13, to carry out the killing of John Doe. Vasquez was tasked with killing John Doe. Vasquez had been violating the clique's rules and was suspected of cooperating with law enforcement. After Vasquez failed to kill John Doe, Rios ordered Vasquez to be killed. On May 16, Rivas and Leva lured Vasquez to a wooded area of Alley Pond Park. The Alley Pond Park, you know what I'm saying, that's like right around the Queens area, Bayside and all of that, Glen Oaks. That's close to Jamaica, Queens, you know what I'm saying? Word. So, you know what I mean? So these kids were obviously from Queens. Leva and Rivas also, the wooded area, Alley Pond Park, where they stabbed him more than, all right, so this kid, Julio, got stabbed 30 times, nearly decapitating him and ultimately killing him. Vasquez's body was discovered by a bird watcher in the park on May 21, 2017. Leva and Rivas pleaded guilty on July 14, 2023 to racketeering charges, including Vasquez's murder. Leva and Rivas also each participated in separate armed robberies of small businesses in Jamaica, Queens in 2017. Rivas, accompanied by Amador Rios and other gang members, robbed at gunpoint a money transfer business, during which Rivas pistol whipped an employee in the face in 2018, whatever. So they want to, they doing their crime thing anyway. So freaking, so yeah, so they got into a little altercation with the kings, right? That kid Julio, who got stabbed in Alley Pond Park, they lured him into Alley Pond Park. They stabbed him 30 times, almost cutting his neck. They said the kid took a crap on himself. You know what I'm saying? He shit on himself and everything. I mean, he was scared. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't like reading stuff like that. Excuse my language too. You know what I'm saying? But the life he was living, that's what got him into those issues. You know what I'm saying? At 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? You really, you know what I'm saying? You choose. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the streets, I was just about getting money, girls, having fun. We did get into rumbles and stuff like that. We did do robberies. We did all of that, but I never thought, the thought never even came across my mind to kill one of my own, like one of my peoples, or I mean, we wanted to hurt other people, but not really kill. Like, I don't know. I never really came to our minds to really kill anybody, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless we had to defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know how others felt, but as far as me, I mean, maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I came close a few times when I was high and drunk. I was just not myself, obviously. But, you know what I mean? Demons get inside of you, and people said his brain was infected by devils. People said his brain was infected by devils. When that happens, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? You never know. But anyway, so this kid got into an altercation. So that he was going out with the Latin King girl, which he wasn't supposed to be doing, right? So Latin King and him getting into an altercation. I think it happened in Brooklyn, where they got into an altercation. He had a gun on him, and he got caught. He got arrested. With the gun. You know what I'm saying? And then so they found the gun on him. He got arrested. The police found the gun on him, and he got arrested. And the word was that he was cooperating against his own gang. Word on the street was he was cooperating with his own gang. And so um, the cops were trying to, you know what I'm saying, get him to rat out on MS-13, his own gang. You know what I'm saying? So um, because of that Latin King situation, you know what I'm saying? So this leader, you know what I'm saying, and two other dudes, they brought this kid to Ali Pump Park, killed him, you know what I'm saying, viciously, you know what I'm saying? Gory, very gory. That's how they do, you know what I'm saying? And eventually they will get caught, you know what I mean? And and do and do and get life. They're rotting in jail. And these other kids who got set up by a girl called La Diablita. You know, she was I think from Nicaragua or Guatemala or something like that. You know what I mean? Guatemalian or something like that. She was from Central Islip, whatever, Long Island. And she set up these 4 kids who were claiming to be MS-13 members. So she lured them to a wooded area, just like they lured this kid Julio Vasquez to Alley Pond Park, which is also a wooded area in Queens. And they killed 3 of these kids. So this girl, La Diablita, I think her name was Lenice Escobar, right? She told them she wanted to smoke, so she brought them with her to the wooded area to set them up. Like 15 MS-13 dudes came out of nowhere with machetes, knives, you know what I'm saying, and hacked them to death. One of them was able to get away, where he was snitch on all of them, you know what I mean? He was snitch on all of them, and even on the girl, and they all went to jail. They all got locked the F up. Even La Diablita, you know what I'm saying? Word. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the incidents I know about the Latin Kings in MS-13 that I know, because I'm from Queens and I heard about it. The other one is in Long Island. You know what I'm saying? With that kid, he got killed. He got killed at the bus stop by MS-13. A Puerto Rican kid, you know what I'm saying, coming home from the PR parade. You know what I'm saying? And then that other one where they killed these 3 kids actually. One of them was able to get away. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? But yo, that kid has a purpose. That kid has a purpose. If he got away from like 15 dudes, you know what I'm saying, with machetes and knives, you know what I mean? That kid has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? For real. God spared that kid's life. The other kids got hacked up. They got done with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some sit and ask themselves why God spares some and why God doesn't spare the others. You know what I mean? It's because God's trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? And some have a bright future with God. Some ignore God their whole life. You know what I mean? And God knows everything. He knows your past, your present, and your future. You know what I mean? So if God spared you, it's for a reason. He's keeping you here for a reason. You know, he's gonna use you for something. And there's a purpose for you. as a purpose for you and for you to get closer to him. Now the other kids, they probably were lost. Lost. Lost without a cause. Know what I mean? Just like that kid Julio Vasquez, the one that got killed in Alley Pond Park. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. In this case, they literally die by the sword. Now the Trinitario case with Junior. You know, I heard the one that gave him the blow to the neck, he died from cancer. Nobody killed him, and he didn't kill himself. He died from cancer. He died from the food they were serving him in that place. Can you believe that? That's crazy. I just heard about that. That he died from the food in jail, B. Facts. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody killed him. He didn't kill himself. He died from the food in jail. That is mind-blowing, son. Facts to the cataracts. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this this vlog, you know what I'm saying? Because this isn't a podcast yet. It's not a podcast yet. I'm about to do my podcast, you know what I'm saying? Soon, you know what I mean? Facts. And hope you enjoyed this little vlog I'm talking about. Let me know your thoughts on the situation, you know what I mean? But yes, MS-13 have had activity in the boroughs, especially Queens, you know what I mean? Queens and Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Not too long ago, I think a few years ago, this kid shot a kid on the train. He shot a kid on the train. The kid was from the 18th Street gang. The other kid was from the 18th. Actually, I think he killed one of his own peoples. Yeah, again, they killed their own peoples. They went on the train together. Then when they got out, he started shooting them in broad daylight in front of everybody. And he tried to get away. Meanwhile, everybody saw his face and everything. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to show people how to kill people. I'm just saying that's just dumb. If I was a killer, I would be smarter than that. Like, people don't think, son. Like, they really don't think. You know what I mean? They really don't think. Nobody thinks. You know what I'm saying? You know, and to kill somebody with a knife, that is the sloppiest type of killing ever, man. You know what I'm saying? Sloppy, son. Sloppy. Sloppy jalopy. You know what I mean? Facts. Just get yourself a burner and, you know what I mean? Look, I'm not trying to teach people how to kill. Like I said, put the guns down, put the knives down, put everything down, the machetes, you know what I'm saying? Damn, you know what I mean? Real facts, don't kill. Go to Jesus, pray, man. Save your brothers instead of killing your brothers, man. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? God bless everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out, you know what I'm saying? Facts. Drink water, son. Drink water, all right? If you're going out tonight, drink water. More water than alcohol. Forget that alcohol, son. Facts. I'm out.